Please speak to Amanus. He can tell you what you need to know. I'd advise you to keep your distance from that accursed portal. Haven't you heard about these gates to Oblivion opening up all over Tamriel? Well then, you know what they're capable of producing. Although nothing has come through ever since Farwell entered. Count Indaris has ordered us to hold our positions until Farewell returns from inside that accursed Oblivion gate. Poor Tivala. I hear she is turning Cheydinhal inside out looking for her husband Wraith. I hope nothing bad has happened to him. About 2 days ago, Count Indaris' son, Farwell, entered the Oblivion Gate with 6 other men. We haven't heard from them since then. The Count fears the worst, and has posted guards here so we can watch and see if anyone comes back out. So far, nothing. At this point, Count Indaris is offering a reward for the recovery of his son from inside the gate, or confirmed news of his demise. If you find him, or the rest of the Knights of the Thorn, get them out of there. I'm sure the Count would also be pleased if the gate was closed. New to these parts, eh? The Knights of the Thorn are a bunch of rabble who fancy themselves true knights. Farwell formed the group around 2 years ago. They make grand boasts and talk a good talk, but that's all they are. The real work goes to us, the city guard. I hate to speak ill of them, as something horrible may have happened. But their own bravado got them into this mess. It's tolerated because Farwell is the Count's son, plain and simple. He has the power and the coin to put it all together. Most of the time, they lounge around the tavern drinking, making up stories of epic battles with impossible odds that they won. It's all garbage. They never patrol. They never help fight off the occasional bandit that slips into the city. Ah, well, I've said too much already. Farwell is a Dunmer, and he's wearing steel-plate armor. His shield should bear the crest of the Knights. Nothing but the best for the Count's son. Wraith Lathandus is one of the greatest painters in all Cyrodiil. Sadly, he's gone missing. His wife Tivala is beside herself with grief. There's only one way to remove that gate. Venture inside, find the gate's sigil stone, and take it. Once you have it, the gate should be closed. From what I hear, you'll appear back where you entered, safe and sound. We will remain out here until the gate is either closed, or something emerges from inside. We need to warn Cheydinhal of impending attacks. There are 7 of them, including Farwell. Even though they're a nuisance, I still hope they haven't been hurt. Or worse. Tread carefully. I don't know what evil lurks within that gate.
about time someone got here. What took you so long? We are knights sworn to uphold the laws of Shadenhall. We fear no being, and we strike fast and true as lightning. Many wish to join our ranks, as we are of the highest echelon. Only a select few may join the finest force ever to grace the lands of Cyrodiil. Until now, we numbered only 7, but attacked like a regiment. Our enemies quake at our approach and falter at our charge. Huzzah! I set out with the rest of the knights to dispatch this blemish on the face of our fine world. When we arrived, we were overwhelmed. I myself was able to kill perhaps 20 of them, but they just kept coming. Only Bremen and I remain alive. However, with you here now, we can take the sigil stone from that citadel and complete our quest for the good of all Shadenhall. Huzzah! Are you mad? A Knight of the Thorn never returns home until the mission is done. It's our way. Now, in my father's name as Count Darius of Shadenhall, I order you to lead me to that sigil stone. I suggest we use the Raymond sweep formation. You'll assault and we'll guard the rear flank. Onward and upward! Huzzah! The sigil stone for this Oblivion Gate is the key. As soon as we have it, we shall rid Shadenhall of its existence. The path is yours. Lead on. What's the matter?
Psychopath on the loose!
How could you do such a thing? Lead on to victory for the Knights of the Thorn. The path is yours. Lead on.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
fall. Away, cages!
You've done it. But what of Farwill? Then it's a sad day in Cheydinhall. The knights were boastful louts, but they didn't deserve to be killed. I'll stay here and do a final sweep of the area. You're to report to the Count directly, as he wishes to speak with you. It's a great relief that the gate is gone. Now the people of Cheydinhall can breathe easier. It's a shame so many of the knights fell. I suppose their intentions were good, even if they were a bit self-serving. Cheydinhall will mourn his loss. Count Indorus is waiting.
I'm pleased to finally meet the savior of Cheydinhall. And although the death of Farwill saddens me, I know you did the best you could. I realize he was trying at times, and he spoke before he thought, but he was still my son, and I adored him greatly. I'm sure he was difficult to travel with, and I respect your patience. Whereas others would have left him to die, I'm sure you fought at his side. Your actions are duly noted, and your reward will be in gold. I thank you for your sympathy. You're truly a noble individual. Were you able to retrieve anything from him before Oblivion took him? Thank you. You are truly worthy of all the praise being given to you. I salute you. I'll keep the ring as a reminder of... On second thought, you keep it. You were the last to travel with him, and I feel you deserve it as a memento of your achievement. I won't take no for an answer. I want you to keep it. I thank you on behalf of all the citizens of Cheydinhall. May Archay guide you. I will not forget your service to Cheydinhall. Closing the Oblivion Gate outside the city was a daring feat. I do not blame you for my son's death. He brought that upon himself, as hard as it is for a father to admit. Since the immediate threat to Cheydinhall is now eliminated, I will grant your request and send reinforcements to Bruma. My soldiers are brave and capable. They will do their duty. The head of the Elder Council and a trusted servant of the Empire. No one is better suited to guide us through these troubled times. I'm saddened by the loss of those brave souls. May Archay guide all of them to their final rest. Just look around. Is not Cheydinhall the model of civic rule? No, don't bow. I am just a humble servant of the people. This is not something I would tell the likes of you. This is not something... I am not listening to you. It's because I don't like you. I'll miss him dearly. Don't feel upset. I know you did the best you could to bring him home. So, not bad. That's very good. Farewell. I'm sorry. Yes, in fact, I do have a home for sale. It's a fairly typical Cheydinhall home. It's in decent shape, although largely unfurnished. Don't take too long raising the funds. I have... Good day.
Can you help me? Please? I'm Tavella Lethandis. I apologize that I can't give you the respect a guest in my home would normally receive, but I am at my wit's end. I am sorry to be so forward, but I desperately need your help. It seems that my husband, Rice, has gone missing, and I just don't know what to do. Thank goodness the gate is gone. I couldn't get a good night's sleep knowing it was out there. Yes, my husband is the Rice Lethandis. Have you heard of him? You haven't? That's strange. Rice is known far and wide as one of the best painters in all Cyrodiil. His specialty is setting the great forest to canvas. The paintings look so amazingly real that some say they can see the trees sway in the breeze. That's a silly notion, of course, but it just goes to show the attention to detail Rice uses when he paints. Yes, Rice likes to work in his studio with the door locked so no one can disturb him. He usually comes out to eat dinner and sleep, but 2 days ago he didn't come out at all. At first I wasn't worried. He does that occasionally. But when he didn't come out for a full day, I unlocked the studio with the key he said to use only in emergencies. It turned out he wasn't inside. I'm sure he never left that room, so I have no idea where he's gone. Please, help me find Rice. I love him dearly, and I am so worried. Oh, thank you so very much. Here's the key to Rice's studio. You may come and go as you please. If you need me, I'll be around the house. Do hurry. I miss my love so much. Do be careful.
Where did you come from? You look real enough. You must be from the outside. Oh, thank goodness someone finally came. While I'm overjoyed to see a friendly face, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. You're stuck here like I am. Sorry to break it to you like that, but if it wasn't for that annoying thief, we wouldn't be in this predicament. I was in my studio when a Bosmer wearing dark clothing accosted me. Before I could call for help, he knocked me unconscious. When I came to, I found that the door to my studio was still locked and that the thief had snatched my paintbrush. That's when I saw it. There was something on the canvas of my painting that I hadn't put there. It looked somewhat like a troll, but it was badly done. Then it hit me. The Bosmer must have leapt into the painting, then painted guardians inside to protect himself using the brush of true paint. I knew the secret of my success would be revealed one day. I can tell you all about the brush if you like. Very well. The brush showed up several years ago in the possession of an artist who was serving in the Arnesian War of 396. It seems an errant fireball had exploded next to him, and he lost the use of both arms. He was a stubborn man who didn't want to give up his talent. Being a devout follower of della, he prayed to her for something that would allow him to express himself once more. She heard his plea and gifted him with the brush. It said the bristles of the brush are woven from Debella's own hair. That injured man was my father. He passed the brush on to me, and I intend to pass it along to my kin one day. Did you want to know how it works? The brush allows the artist to paint from within a canvas. It opens a portal into which the artist may enter to paint things life-sized. All the painter has to do is have the brush in his possession, and whatever he imagines appears in the canvas. Of course, I'd like to wave it around anyway. It makes me feel more like a legitimate painter. I guess it all doesn't matter now. Unless you can defeat those painted trolls, we have no chance of getting the brush back. The trolls that the thief painted seem to have turned on their creator and killed him. He didn't know the brush had its risks. The creatures are now loose all over the forest and in the clearing where I was still working. The brush is on the body of the Bosmer thief there. I will not be able to help you. I am not a warrior. But take these bottles of turpentine. They might help. Do be careful. I'll have to remember to remove the trolls from my painting before I complete this piece. Be cautious, friend. Good work. Now I can paint the portal home. After it's complete, you must go first, or else you'd be stuck in here forever. Follow me.
Della.
Rice! Oh, my love, you are home safe. I was so afraid.
If it wasn't for my friend here, you'd be right.
Come, you must need food and rest.
I will rest, but I must take care of our guest first. I don't know how to thank you. You have a good heart to help me get back home. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Here, please take this apron as a token of our friendship. It's not much, but perhaps it will help you in the future. All I ask in return is to keep the brush's existence secret. If word gets around that I have it, I'm afraid more than a lone cut purse will visit me. Safe journey, Sergio.
Looks like you're handy with a blade.
How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water? Believe me, he'll need all the help he can get to worm his way out of this one. To think he'd fall for the gang's scheme, ugh, I could kill him. I'm sorry, I'm rambling, and you look confused. Let me explain. The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now. The city guard hasn't done very much about it, because frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own. When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring given to him on our wedding day. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back. 100 gold. Can you help us? Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help, but I'll do what I can. All I can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl. It's a tavern located outside the city walls near the waterfront. Gogan may be able to give you more information beyond that. Can you believe that a thief broke into the Imperial Palace itself? The Flowing Bowl attracts the worst Anvil has to offer. Always be on your guard. You're not supposed to be in here.
What do you want? See, my wife couldn't keep a big mouth shut. Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help. I was sitting in the Flowing Bowl when the most fetching Nord woman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following. After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my clothes and items. Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing. Harlots. Just please, help me get that ring back. I want to save what's left of my marriage. I'm merely a man. How could I resist? What a mess I've gotten myself into.
I've heard you know how to move in light armor.
Greetings to you.
Hi there.
I heard the gauntlets of the Crusader.
You look
gone
like a
from
bright
the chapel
one.
in Corn.
No, come on.
Absolutely.
How are you?
Goodbye. Okay.
Bye.
You?
I've been better.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
Nothing
Talk to Faustina. She's got a proposition for you.
I'd like to
I'm
talk
just
about.
lucky to be alive.
Take
Never seen you here before. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight. And I'm sure you wouldn't mind making a little extra money. I've put together a gang. We make money by luring fools out to the middle of nowhere and robbing them blind. Our targets? Weak-willed men who are easily fooled into believing they will have their way with us. Oh, men are so gullible. I'll leave the decision up to you. If you want to join up, meet us at the Gwedden farmhouse around 11 in the evening. I'll mark it on your map. Oh, and one more thing. If you breathe a word of this to the city guard, you won't live long enough to get whatever reward they're offering. Just to be perfectly clear, we're not prostitutes. We do everything on our own terms, and the men never, ever lay one hand on us.
Take care.
It's
Farewell.
you. Hi.
How goes it?
Been better. How
Hi
about
there.
you?
Not bad.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
I understand Daedra worship has been.
I see you decided to take us up on our offer. Good. We could use another gal in the gang. Here's how it works. We case the flowing bowl for a likely subject. Namely, we look for a married guy who drinks a lot. Then we'll send you in there where you charm the man and get him to come out to some location we pick to rob him. When he gets there, we make him take off all his clothes, which is very easy, by the way. While they're helpless, that's when we spring the trap. So far, we haven't had to draw one drop of blood. The best part of the whole thing is that the men are so embarrassed they won't tell the guards. So, the bottom line is, you show a little skin, just a tease. No one touches you. What do you say? Well, that's never happened before. I suppose we'd have to kill you. I mean, we can't have you going back to Anvil and ruining the whole plan. But why say no when it's so much easier and more lucrative to say yes? Or are you here for something else? Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you? I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan, I suppose. Okay, girls. We got someone who doesn't want to cooperate. This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. Do your work.
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Ask away. Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk. The women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger. You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame it had to end in so much violence, but someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later. We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice. If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities. You've done well, and here's the reward that I promised. Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kvatch, aren't you? Don't spend all the money from the reward in one place. Sorry, can't talk right.